Profitable money sayings and Bible studies. Chapter 7. It pays mightily to be in for a penny, in for a pound. The saying, in for a penny, in for a pound, suggests commitment. If you're starting something, commit wholeheartedly. It's like saying, go all in or don't start at all. In the book of Ruth, the profitability of being in for a penny, in for a pound is brought out marvelously. There was an Israeli woman called Naomi who went to live in the foreign country of Moab with her husband and 2 sons. Her sons got to marry wives from that foreign land. In the process of time, Naomi's husband died and also both of her sons. Naomi decided to go back to her original country of Israel. She told her daughters-in-law of her intentions, but one of them, Ruth, refused to be left behind. Ruth chapter 1 verses 8 to 18. 8 Naomi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, Go, return each of you to her mother's house. May Yahweh God deal kindly with you, as you have dealt with the dead and with me. 9 May Yahweh grant you that you may find rest, each of you in the house of her husband. Then she kissed them, and they lifted up their voices and wept. 10 They said to her, No, but we will return with you to your people. 11 Naomi said, Go back, my daughters. Why do you want to go with me? Do I still have sons in my womb that they may be your husbands? 12 Go back, my daughters. Go your way, for I am too old to have a husband. If I should say, I have hope, if I should even have a husband tonight, and should also bear sons 13, would you then wait until they were grown? Would you then refrain from having husbands? No, my daughters, for it grieves me seriously for your sakes, for Yahweh's hand has gone out against me. 14 They lifted up their voices and wept again. Then Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth stayed with her. 15 She said, Behold, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people and to her God. Follow your sister-in-law. 16 Ruth said, Don't urge me to leave you and to return from following you, for where you go I will go, and where you stay I will stay. Your people will be my people, and your God my God. 17 Where you die I will die, and there I will be buried. May Yahweh do so to me, and more also, if anything but death parts you and me. 18 When Naomi saw that she was determined to go with her, she stopped urging her. At first, both Orpah and Ruth desired to go with their mother-in-law. They were both good daughters-in-law, even as Naomi confessed. However, in the end, Ruth was more committed than Orpah. Pertaining to the relocation to Israel, we can say that Ruth was in for the penny and in for the pound. So what did Ruth get for being in for the penny and in for the pound? She got to be mightily rich. How? After relocating to Israel, initially they struggled settling in. However, Ruth's uncommon commitment to her mother-in-law caught the attention of a mightily rich man in her city called Boaz, and he fell in love with her. They married, and Ruth, by covenant, automatically became mightily rich. It pays to be in the penny and in the pound. Ruth chapter 2 verse 1. Naomi had a relative of her husband's, a mighty man of wealth, of the family of Elimelech, and his name was Boaz. Ruth chapter 2 verse 11. Boaz answered her, Ruth, I have been told all about what you have done for your mother-in-law since the death of your husband, and how you have left your father, your mother, and the land of your birth, and have come to a people that you didn't know before. 12 May Yahweh repay your work, and a full reward be given to you from Yahweh, the God of Israel, under whose wings you have come to take refuge. Ruth chapter 4 verse 13. So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. And he went into her, and Yahweh enabled her to conceive, and she bore a son. Ruth had a good ending to her story. What of Orpah, Naomi's other daughter-in-law? We don't know what happened to her. Perhaps if she was also in the penny, in the pound, with her mother-in-law, we could be talking about her rags to riches story as well.